Hello everyone, we are back playing Skyrim. I am currently doing the Civil War questline, which for this character, I'm kind of doing, I guess, a mental roleplay of this character. I'll probably talk more about his personality and his inclinations as we go along. But for now, I will just mention that this character never really saw himself as doing the Civil War questline. He never saw it as anything that would have anything to do with him. He sees it as a Nord thing versus Imperials, and he's a Dark Elf, so he didn't really see it as this fight. But we got to a point in the main quest line where it basically came down to Jarl Bolgraf basically saying, I can't help you because of this civil war going on. And if there is one thing that he pictures himself doing even less than taking a side in the war, it is acting as a diplomat. So he decided to finally pick a side because there's just no way in hell he would even conceive of trying to negotiate. That's just not something he would even think about doing. So, right now, we are on our way to Winterhold. I'm kind of already in the middle of this quest line, and I have to say, playing with this type of character, the Civil War quest line is something that he would like to get through as soon as elvenly possible. And I would like to get through as soon as humanly possible as well, because he's primarily a sneak-based, archery-based character, and just the type of fighting that you have to do in the Civil War. It's all fighting in big groups and yelling and making a lot of noise, and that's just not how we roll. So, we're basically doing this because we have to. And let's just get through it. So, a couple things too. You will notice that I tend to sometimes I will follow the road, but I often don't. I tend to die a lot and do stupid things a lot. So I also tend to quick save a lot. If you have a problem with that, well, it's a big internet, and whoa, Charis! See, just like that. I thought I had gotten rid of that Charis Reaper and it would be gone for a while. Alright. Anyway, that's a good example of what I mean. There is this one Charis out in the swamps that always gets me. I should have snuck, but that just takes so much time. Alright, so this time when we get out in the swamps, I'm just going to start sneaking. It's going to take longer, but at least I'll hopefully get the drop on that Charis before it gets the drop on me. Anyway, as I was saying, I tend to die a lot, and I also tend to quick save a lot because I tend to die a lot. I'm not the best gamer, but... And if you have a problem with that, well, it's a big internet. You can go find another video to watch if you want. I'm not gonna. My illusions suck, Mr. Guard. I mean, honestly. Like, my destruction is decent. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't tend to necessarily always follow the roads. The roads being just as hazardous as the wilderness a lot of the time. Plus, I have a really terrible sense of direction, and so I'm not one of these people who's like, quest markers are the devil. You should figure out how to go everything yourself. Yeah. No. Alright, time to get in my sneak mode, and I'm also gonna do Aura Whisper. It might be that flat thing up ahead that's our Charis. Anyway, I have a really bad sense of direction, so I tend to go the wrong way a lot of times, you know. Alright, that's just a mud crab. We don't really... At level 51, we're kind of above the whole mud crab thing. And I'm gonna drop a quick save here, because I don't want to have to do this again. So... Yeah, I tend to get lost a lot. I tend to go... take weird routes a lot, because I have a really bad sense of direction, so, you know. I have a bad sense of direction in both real life and in video games. It is what it is. Again, if that bothers you, well, it's a big internet. Go find something else to watch. Alright, there is something up there. Looks person-shaped, though, not Charis-shaped. Oh no, it's a deer. Alright. And the Charis didn't get us this time. I always feel a little annoyed when, like, something kills me. When something kills me and I have to reload a saved game, I tend to want to get my revenge on whatever killed me. So now I'm actually kind of put out that I can't find this damn Charis to get my revenge. My metagaming revenge. I mean... Evo, that's my character, he doesn't know he was killed. But I know he was killed, and I want my revenge. This is like the video game character that I have gotten the most dialed into as far as like his psychology. So you're gonna hear me talk about him a lot, you know, that, oh, he wants this or that. Oh, and I think the fucking Charis is up there. Okay. I wonder if I ever resist poison. Those things are so freaking nasty. We hate... Oh my god. And I got its soul. Yes. Alright. Revenge acquired. And we're gonna stay in sneak mode because we're in the swamps, which are pretty hazardous. I mean, normally you don't run into Charis except in like Falmer dens. And really, I should know better. I'm gonna grab some Death Bell because it's good for poisons. FYI, Death Bell and Salt makes a slow poison, so it's a poison you can put on your weapons so you can slow your enemies down. But you also can combine it with Nightshade, and that will just, you know, damage their health. So, whichever way you want to roll, Death Spell is very useful. It's also really pretty. I think it's pretty. So it is useful and it is pretty. Which kind of sounds like advice that a 1930s marriage manual would give you. Be useful, be pretty. Because no one wants to marry a useless, ugly girl, no way. What the? Okay, that's just a mud crab. Is this another Charis? Or is that just a mud crab? Eh, it's just a mud crab. We don't care about those. I mean, caring about mud crabs when you're at level 51 is kind of like fighting your old middle school battles when you're still an adult. At some point, you gotta let it go, you know? Not that Evo went to middle school. A quick note on his tragic backstory, which if I get any comments on this video indicating any interest in this character, I will post a more lengthy bio, but I'm suspecting that only family members will watch this, so I probably won't. He grew up with a vampire father that in Morrowind that liked to feed on him because he was convinced that his dragon blood or his dragonborn blood would make him more powerful. So Evo hates vampires with an all-consuming passion. We've already gone through the Dawnguard questline. But, you know, it's just the remaining thing about his character is that he has a fiery, all-consuming hatred of vampires. Alright, let's see what's around here. Coast seems clear, but, you know. Alright, let me check my map and see how far we have to go. Oh, well, I guess not too far. I don't know how many miles that translates into. I'm playing on the PS4, which means, and I'm playing Special Edition, so while I do have access to some mods, my mod selection is considerably more limited than what people on the Xbox get or PC, because the Sony, who makes the PS4, put a lot of restrictions on what kind of what mods could do, basically. And I do have this game on PC, and the main reason I haven't been playing it on PC has just been a matter of physical comfort. I don't really have a very comfortable desk setup, so that's the main reason I've been playing on the PS4. Alright, we don't really want to bother the giants right now. Sometimes I like to kill mammoths to fill my soul gems with grand souls. If you are playing a character who has a moral objection to using black soul gems and black souls for enchanting, and there's a reason why you might want to play a character that way, mammoths are a good substitute, because I think they might be one of the few, or maybe one of the only non-sentient creatures in the game that has a grand size soul. Now, for enchanting purposes, there's no difference between a grand white soul and a black soul. They're both equally good. So that's good if you're playing a character who has a moral objection to using black souls. And ever since he went to the soul cairn and learned that that's where black souls that were used in black soul gems ended up, Evo has had a moral objection to using black souls. So he does not use black soul gems. And if he finds one that's already filled, he stores it away in his inventory, and he just like keeps it safe, because my understanding is that it does not get released to the soul cairn until you actually use the gem. So while a soul being trapped inside a gem may not be the greatest ending for, you know, a dead person, he would consider sending someone to the soul cairn to be a fate worse than death. Which means, basically, in his view of the world, it really is something only a vampire deserves. I mean, you know, he doesn't like bandits, but even a bandit doesn't deserve anything quite that bad. So he basically, he kills mammoths if he needs to enchant something, and he needs a big soul for the enchantment. But otherwise, he leaves them alone. I mean, you know. He's a pretty vicious killer, but he's not a sociopath by any means. He tends to kill a lot of people by accident sometimes, out of paranoia. Like, he might kill some, you know, he's killed hunters accidentally because they were dressed like bandits and he thought they were bandits. But he feels bad about it. It's not, you know, he doesn't really want to kill innocents.
To go to new places and see the world. It's true in my case.
Something to report? All right then.
We're supposed
The
to...
General and I have our disagreements,
Where I took
but
that
he's
arrow.
the best hope for both
hate
the Empire
archers.
and Skyrim.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Alright, I'm a little confused because... Regain Winterhold Hold... I mean, I guess I'm supposed to talk to her, but...
Many of my countrymen joined the... I hope... Likely only Ulfric's death or the overthrow of the Jarl supporting him will end this.
I signed
Either
on
way,
because I couldn't watch
much
the
blood will be
Stormcloaks
spilled.
tearing everything apart and not do something.
Alright,
Most of my family disagrees with my choice.
I am very confused because I wonder. She's not giving me a quest option, or she's not giving me a quest. Normally she gives you a quest.
It's always good to see someone I can count on.
Yeah, but, like, what about my quest? I mean, I'm supposed to do something,
Stay
right?
alert. Never know when those Stormcloak dogs will
Alright.
start belly aching.
I am going to very quickly fast travel back to Solitude to try and see what... This might be bugged. This would suck. This quest might be completely bugged, and I may not be able to finish it. Which means that I don't know if I could finish the main quest line with this character either. Which might mean I might have to start him out all over again on the PC. Maybe. I'm very confused right now. I don't really understand what's going on. I'm gonna try to reload a saved game if this doesn't work. I don't know, maybe I had to, like, talk to General Tullius and get another quest from him. I don't really know what's going on right now. We'll see.
I've got a lot of respect for the rest of
I hate that Skyrim's so buggy. Like, you can't really count on the game to do what it's supposed to do half the time.
I have to wonder. Huh?
And I think there might be weird issues. I don't
What is
know.
it?
There might be weird
By
issues.
holding on to Falkreath, we control access to the Reach, Whiterun, and the Rift. Ulfric will try for it soon. We'll be there to stop him. Watch
Alright.
yourself.
Alright, I'm gonna reload an older save and see if that helps. Try this. I don't know how far this goes back. I sort of try to use fast travel minimally, but in situations like this, I'm going to be using fast travel because I'm trying to resolve an issue. So, bear with me. Alright, so we're just outside of Solitude right now. And... Alright, we can't actually... Nightcaller Temple, Hobbs Fall Cave, Ingvild, Driftshade, try to, well, go here. Oh, actually, this is on the other side of the mountain, which is not really where I want to be. Let's go here. I might have to do some Googling and come back to this. Are there trolls? There are usually like a bunch of trolls around here. I'm gonna get a bow out and be handy. Let's see. Man, I hope this game isn't just completely fucked. Oh, that's another thing. I do swear. If you have a problem with that, it's a big internet. Go watch something else.
The General and I have our disagreements, but he's the best hope for both the Empire and Skyrim.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end this video because something is wrong. So, I need to go and do some Googling and figure out what it is. See you later. Bye.